It's a bird.
It's a plane.
A giant dollar, and it's on fire.
The
dollar's gonna crash.
Look, 2 parachutes.
Do you have money to burn? If not, you need to know that the paper dollars you've invested your life savings in are being consumed right now in a growing blaze of inflation and declining value. And many economists now fear the US dollar will soon crash. I'm Ed Lubin here with a rare opportunity from Swiss America that could protect your savings from today's financial firestorm. In 2010, gold topped $1,400 an ounce. The US dollar keeps falling. It now takes more than 1,400 paper dollars to buy the same ounce of gold that cost $32 back in 1971. Today's falling dollar is the worst thing you could invest in. Economists know why the dollar is burning and at risk of crashing. It's because politicians and central bankers keep printing them. And this makes the dollars you've worked so hard for worth less and less. A day after the 2010 elections, Fed Chairman Ben Bernanke announced one of the biggest tax increases in U.S. history. He announced that within months, the Fed will be injecting $600 billion into the economy. Now, for perspective, $600 billion is twice as much as all the paper dollars currently in circulation in the United States. And Mr. Bernanke said he's doing this to create a little inflation to stimulate our economy. He's playing with matches in an economy already soaked with liquidity gasoline, with frozen trillions of dollars that companies are afraid to spend, and trillions more stimulus dollars that the politicians have already spent to buy votes. No wonder Mr. Bernanke is praying. America's debts are astronomical. As Swiss America Chairman Craig R. Smith explains in his book, Crashing the Dollar, politicians won't cut their spending in half or double everybody's taxes to pay our debt. And 41 cents of everything Congress spends is already borrowed from countries like China, who could destroy us by simply cutting off our credit line. So the only way out for politicians is to print more than $100 trillion to pay America's debts with worthless currency. And when they do, our dollars will crash. Things will get very difficult for those whose life savings are invested in paper dollars printed by politicians.
This must be millions of dollars all burned up.
Forget that. I just looked in my wallet and all my money's turned to ashes too.
Hey, wait. All the money in my wallet's burned up too. We're broke.
I think the whole country's broke. Everybody's paper dollars just turned to ashes.
Some will survive and even thrive, crashing the dollar.
Hey, wait, there's something under all these ashes.
Once upon a time, the US dollar was as good as gold because it was backed by gold.
This is a fairy tale, right?
The politicians and bankers hated the gold standard because it forced them to be honest and kept them from printing paper money.
So it's not coming back?
The good news is that you can create your own personal gold standard and keep your savings protected. When the dollar crashes, you'll have a golden parachute of real money. In past currency crashes, like Weimar Germany's after World War I, those with gold got very, very rich.
And the book Crashing the Dollar explains all this?
Yes, and it teaches you how to survive and thrive.
Wow, I've got to read it. But hey, what's with the toga?
Today, an ounce of gold buys you 2 fine suits. In ancient Rome, that same ounce of gold bought you 2 fine togas. For over 5,000 years, gold has maintained its store of value. It's honest money, and the politicians hate that. But the value of all paper money sooner or later falls to zero because politicians can't overcome their temptation to keep printing it. Printing paper money is like an unlimited credit card for politicians until history cancels their credit line. That's why the US dollar keeps losing value and could soon crash. The good news is that they can't print gold. So when you put part of your nest egg in gold, it becomes safe from politicians crashing the dollar.
So how do we start building a secure future?
A secure future together.
Don't get hit by a crashing dollar. Call or visit online now for your free Economic Solutions Multimedia Educational Kit.